Today, we join the Kuwait Energy Leaders Summit, a premier event to bring together leading figures who are shaping the future of the energy sector. The summit taking place on December the 15th will highlight innovation, sustainability, and the growing role of leadership in the global energy landscape. We are honored to host Mrs. Britt Lahcen. She's a country director whose work has been pivotal in the driving strategic energy initiatives and fostering partnership in the region. So hello and good morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure again.
Well, it's really a pleasure to have you in Good Morning Kuwait. It's actually the third time we are having you in Good Morning Kuwait at the same event. It's going to be hosted, let's say, next week, isn't it?
Yes, on the 15th.
On
indeed.
the 15th.
So next week.
Yes.
Very close by.
Very close. So how would you describe the significance of the Kuwait Energy Leaders Summit of the region energy sector, Mrs. Britt?
I think it's an event created for Kuwait itself. So we are making sure that all the energy executives in Kuwait are actually combined and coming together. It's something that we often forget as humans, that not all the C-level executives are having coffee on a Tuesday afternoon. So we're using the opportunity to have everyone come together, have discussions, see what is happening in Kuwait, and then sharing that on an international and regional scale. So everyone in the energy sector is informed about what is Kuwait doing and where does it want to go.
That's amazing. So what major trends do you see, Mrs. Britt, shaping the energy, let's say, landscape in Kuwait and the wider Gulf region today, let's say nowadays?
I think there's multiple areas where we're looking at the moment. I feel like it's mainly in making progress, moving forward in a sustainable way, in a pragmatic way, and seeing how you can do that. In Kuwait, there's multiple aspects that we're looking at. If you look at the upstream, last year was the best innovation happening. Yeah. We had Mutraba first exploration or production happening after all those years because it's a very difficult field. Yeah. We have the offshore discoveries. We have the downstream sector with PIC creating an international deal with Wanhu. So creating it to the international landscape. We're looking at green financing, sukuk financing, and even digitalization, like an AI innovation center collaboration with Microsoft.
Yes,
there's a lot of aspects.
Yes, exactly, especially the AI. Actually, we are living in the AI region. So we need actually more investing on the AI, let's say, sector, as you mentioned. So in your view, what distinguishes Kuwait's energy, let's say, strategy compared to other markets or all the region?
I think for the region itself, we're looking at Kuwait as a country that is going steadily and slowly mainly also. Because if we're looking at the region like Saudi Arabia, UAE, we're really looking at markets that are boosting forward. And speed often is seen as a good thing, but now it's actually not necessarily because you have to make the right decisions at the right moment. So preferably looking, thinking, and then making the next step so you have a stable, continuous future. And that is what Kuwait is really doing now.
That's really a good news you actually provide us. This is a Britt. So let's talk about the preparations for the next event on the 15th of December.
The preparations, what we're doing. At the moment, mainly making sure that everyone in Kuwait and in the region is aware of the event and that we're collecting the right people. You have to see this event as it's not an adder pack. It's not an event where we are gathering hundreds of thousands of people. We're gathering only the people that are making the decisions. So the people that you need to know, that you need to be aware of. So we're trying to collect the right people after being here since 2008 to gather us together for having a discussion on the upstream, on AI, as we mentioned before, in panel discussions, fire chats, and mainly just having that connection together to see where we can put some challenging subjects inside and hopefully create some collaborations.
As always, actually, you do this. So let's talk about the VIB, actually, visitors from, of course, from all around the world, all the regions. So talk about that, please.
Yeah, of course. We do have here, the ministers are invited. If you would also look at the publication that we create for the event as well, like we go to the ministers, we go to the government, we go to the private sector, we cover all the different aspects. So those are also the people that are invited. We have a keynote address from OPEC Secretary General, His Excellency Al-Lugani. we have from the Ministry of Electricity, Water and Renewables, Mr. Aldusari, who's head of the Department of Renewables.
Yeah.
And then also industry leaders from private and government. So think of KPC, think of SLB, think of Halliburton, think of Baker Hughes, but also Microsoft. We're combining all the aspects to have interesting discussions.
It's really interesting discussion and a rich, let's say, event. So as a country director, Mrs. Britt, what are the key priorities you focus on when guiding strategic, let's say, energy initiatives?
I think it's a big task. So most important for me is to make the right information.
Yeah.
Because all these people that we communicate with are C-levels, as I mentioned, and it's very important decision makers. How do you make the best decision is when you have information. So we're providing information. Our company's motto is actually information is power.
Yeah.
And I generally do believe that that is one of the key aspects. So providing country-specific analysis and then reaching it to the right people.
Yeah.
So to give them better information to make strategic decisions, to find strategic partnerships, and so hopefully move to the next steps in the industry.
For sure, hopefully. So how is the industry balancing the expansion of the traditional energy with the global push towards the sustainable solutions?
I think balancing is the right word to use in this case, because we have to find a balance, and the balance is the most difficult one to find. So at this moment in time in the energy transition, we're looking at how to make traditional oil and gas more sustainable, more green, and then moving towards alternatives. Because if we're looking at the main objective, and our energy demand is going to increase by 50% by 2050.
Okay.
And even oil and gas cannot just cope with that. So we're going to need the traditional fuels, in addition to renewables, to be able to gasp all of that energy so the lights don't fall off, so to say. So Kuwait is still in the first phase of making everything more greener and making some steps towards the renewable. They have beautiful targets, 30% from renewables by 2030, 40 by 2040, 50 by 2050.
Yes.
So the right steps are being made, but it's a transition.
That's amazing. So we are really doing a remarkable, let's say, work on doing such a great event, and how actually you are enhancing, let's say, the energy trends or whatever in Kuwait, for sure. So are you targeting the other major, let's say, the majority of people, let's say the school people, the college people? They need some guidance, they need someone to teach them how to make our lovely land Kuwait, for example, greener, let's say, in the future, the sustainable, the smart city, and the energy, for sure. So are you targeting, let's say those people or the, let's say, categories of the society?
Yeah, actually, that's an interesting question, because our company is making a change as of next year. So this year, we're still focusing, our main target is C-level executive and government officials. But what we're going to do is that we're going to make the books, which is the main information source where we share everything in, we're going to make them available for free.
Oh.
So it means that it's going to be distributed, besides the 101 countries and 80,000 C-level executives that we have, to more people. And yes, the universities are one of the main targets that we're sharing the information with. So we're not sitting with them to receive the information, but we're providing our knowledge and our deep dives into the industry to them to be used for their researches.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the books here actually in the table, because you are keeping actually eyeing on them.
It's like, it's all connected.
All connected,
yeah, it's the book is what we use actually to create the whole story. So the books cover from upstream, midstream, downstream, renewables, everything that is needed to find an oil and to go over it. So indeed, if you would open it, you can see indeed the detailed overview of the energy sector. We have infrastructure maps, interviews with, for
all
example,
the guidance and information.
All the K company CEOs are in there. They're providing the information. This is Kadipa. So every sector, from financing to all what is needed. And this is the goal of us giving it to other people. So if you read the publication, you will understand what is Kuwait, which sectors do you have to go to, which people, and how do you make the best decisions, partnership or investment opportunities. So it's a foreign direct investment purpose.
On purpose, and it's free for the students in college and universities. That's really amazing. So do you have any last word, Mrs. Britt?
I think we're very happy with what we're doing here in the country. We've been doing it for a long time as well. And for me, my heart is in Kuwait. I've gotten to the project here and I keep coming back. So I'm very interested in seeing what's going to happen next year, where we're going to expand even more. But I'm pretty sure that the Energy Leaders Summit is going to be a big change and something that we're going to grow to a regional and international scale. So I'm very excited to stay in Kuwait and to make it my second home.
Well, you are most welcome in every year and every day, for sure. And we are actually proud of you, Mrs. Britt. Good luck, actually, with the next event on the 15th of December.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Big thanks and appreciation to our dear guest, Mrs. Britt Lahcen. She's a country director. So don't go away, dear viewers. Let's have the sign to the break, and then we'll move on.